All right, what's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you back to another Real Talk video as we give the Most High all the honor, the glory, and all praise and all worship. I want to come at you with this title for a moment: Living and Dying. Living and Dying. You know, a lot of times in this life, we really think we have a whole lot of time to get a lot of things done. But in reality, if you look at it, the clock is ticking. Time is moving by so fast. And the question is, what are we doing with our life? I want to use this studio background because I want to talk a little bit about DMX and the rappers, celebrities for a moment. Most of the rappers, if you've been looking at what's going on, there are a lot of prayers going out for DMX. Most people already said he's pretty much brain dead or he's a vegetable. And we all know what that means. And when you think about what's going on, why you still living, it should always make you think about your own life. And the one thing that always come to me is, what does it profit a man to gain this world and lose his soul? From watching DMX from years on top of years, I always said DMX was very strong. He's very strong. But DMX fought with a lot of demons. He would tell you that, from off and on the drugs, then he'll go to preaching. He'll pick the Bible up one minute, and then he'll be back as DMX. And I'm praying for him now. My prayers are for him, his family, his son, everybody. Um, and it's always a great wake up call because, see, this is what get the world attention, if I can say it in that way. A lot of time the world is so busy being the world, but when devastating news hit for when it's a rapper or a celebrity or somebody, everybody start throwing prayers up. And it gets real serious. I'm not saying people wasn't praying before. I'm saying we know how this world system operates. But when something like this happens, it gets everybody attention. You should wonder why I don't get people attention a lot of times before it take a person to go down. But like I say, DMX fought with a whole lot of demons. One thing I keep telling people, you can't keep living in this life punishing your body and thinking you're going to keep living on and on and on and on forever and forever. There is an expiration date. And I'm not saying none of this to down talk DMX. I'm just speaking facts of what he's been interviewed about. Even when he was on that show, what did that Fix My Life? When he was so hostile on there. But it was an ongoing battle with demons. You saw the side of him where, he was just really spiritual, and the Most High was really trying to pull on him and work on him, but he was tugging with them drugs at the same time, just like a lot of people. So why am I using this title? Because a lot of times while we living, we are dying spiritually. And then we are living and we die physically. But when you are dead spiritually, that's not a good spot to be in. And as long as you are walking around living, but you are dead spiritually, those demons got a hold of you. Look at Lil Nas X that just came out with this song in a demonic video while he's sliding down the stripper pole into the lake of fire with go-go boots on and lap dancing with the devil. See, all this stuff got an expiration date. I pray for them. I always pray for people. I'm not downing people. I'm praying for them. But at the same time, I know where you headed to because you are dead spiritually. Living and dying at the same time. See, we all got an expiration date. See, a lot of these rappers, when they get in these studios, They pouring their heart out. But a lot of them, what they are doing is speaking death in their own life. How do we know? The proof is there. How do we also know, biblically speaking? Because the Bible tells you that there is life and death in the power of the tongue. You can speak your own death. See, a lot of rappers are waking up. A lot of people are waking up in the world because they're starting to see that people are dying left and right. And the question is, where is their soul going? You can make 1 billion hits, sell so much music. But at the end of that, what do you have? When all that was going on, were you concerned about salvation? I already see comments, people saying DMX is on his way to hell. He's on his way to the lake of fire. You're not going to hear me say that. Because truth be told, like I tell you all the time, I don't know who went where. What I do know is that the Bible shows us few there be that find it. And that's talking to the righteous. And I mean, Peter said it best. If the righteous is scarcely saved, what does that say for the unbelievers and the sinners? If the Bible say narrow is the way, straight is this path. How many people actually gonna go through that straight gate? And then here go the other question. How many people gonna wind up in that wide gate going to destruction? See, we can make all these songs we want about what we dreamed and, I had this and I saw this and Tupac went to heaven and Biggie went to heaven and you don't know who went where. But you ought to be concerned about you getting in there. See, the people that's gone, they gone. If DMX could wake up right now, I guarantee you, if he could wake up right now at that state he's in, most people say he's already dead. When they post stuff like that, the question is, is he on life support or not? You hear so many different things. But if he could come right back and tell you right now, I guarantee he would tell you about getting your soul saved. If all of us knew when we was going to die, how many people would try to straighten up their life right now? If you knew what time and what day you would die, what would you do? You'll try your best to straighten your life up. Because real talk, you really don't want to miss heaven, do you? I know there's a lot of people that don't believe. But see, I'm talking to the Christians on down. See, I love music. I love the studio. But at the end of the day, I understand that that's not the end for me. I'm kind of like Harvey from the Kansas Spirituals, Sister Pam. You know who I'm talking about. You remember that old song, I've been struggling, I've been straining, but I'm on my way home? There's a part in that song when Harvey said, I sung a lot of songs. Some of them didn't get played. I never received a Grammy, but I hope someone got saved. That's the same way I feel. I love to make instrumentals, little jazz, different little music, but that's just what I do. But what I do can't get me into heaven. I gotta fight for my own salvation. I gotta work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. Y'all, don't play around with your life. If you look at this rap game, somebody asked me about Mo3. A lot of these rappers, the ones that's actually living that lifestyle, they are telling you pretty much what they're doing in the music. Mo3 said in one of his tracks, I got a lot of blood out here on these streets. Forgive me for the blood that I got out here on these streets. Don't you know what goes around comes around? Don't you know you're gonna reap what you sow, the good and the bad? But if all you sowing is bad, why are you expecting to reap good? See, Mo3 is gone. And then look what we always say, gone too soon. Rest in paradise. Rest in peace. Everybody not resting in paradise, and they show not resting in peace. Their soul is tormented. It's like the rich man. I don't know who and where, but I'm here to tell you the truth. Everybody is not resting in peace, and everybody ain't really gone too soon. They made that. That's the choice that they chose. And I'm not down talking Mo3. But if you listen to all this trap music that they call, and you look at what's going on, they dying all the time. How many more times you gonna see on the internet that a rapper died before he was 30 years old? 25, 23, dying young, not even making 35 and 40 years old. Because if you live by that gun, you're going to die by that gun. Them streets got an expiration date on them. If all you talking about is robbing, killing, shooting, and running women, but you're expecting your life to keep prospering, you're going to prosper right on in the damnation. See, one thing about living that lifestyle, your life can end in a split second. You can brag about all the shooting you doing, all the killing you doing, all the smoking, all the women. You can brag about that all day long, but you are really toe up on the inside. See, the devil's showing you that way up, that fast money. That fast money in your life fast. What happened to, yeah, he gone. There you go again, posting gone too soon. Let me ask y'all something. If I was out here stealing, robbing, jacking, in the gang, murdering, how long do you think I would live? And then somebody take me out, and then all my homies come together and say JT gone too soon. Or if I didn't get killed, I get locked up. This is the stupid stuff that we do. I'm finna hit us real hard in my race of people because I'm sick of it. I love you enough to tell you, and I don't care how you get mad and cuss me out. I'm getting so sick of this. We talking about gone too soon and free my nigga. Excuse my language. But all this free my nigga, and your nigga ain't doing nothing but robbing and shooting and jacking, and you talking about free him? No, he getting exactly what he deserved. Now, it's different if they innocent. But all this stupid stuff, they need to be locked up before they kill another innocent child, shoot up somebody else's grandmother's house. We done lost too many people to these streets. I don't care who get mad at what I'm saying. It's the truth. Well, this is my sick. I claim it. You dying over a block you don't even own. And you mad at old boy because y'all stay what? 5 blocks in the wrong direction? This stuff is still going on. You need to learn who you are and what you are. Stop killing each other. See, ain't nobody marching and protesting behind that right there, what I just said. But let it be another white cop gunned down somebody else in our race. It's all over. We picking up the signs. We marching again. We hollering out Black Lives Matter. I'm saying we, but not me. Y'all know what I mean with the we in our race. I'm not knocking what people do, but you got to understand, these are totally different agendas going on out here. Everybody ain't marching and protesting for the same reason. I don't know why I went into that, but hey, it's the truth. So yeah, everybody's shooting up prayers to DMX. But who is it going to be next? See, I ain't never seen nobody try to hook up a U-Haul truck and take it to the funeral, take it to heaven, take it to the grave, I never seen that. What are you saying, JT? Everything at the end is gonna be gone away. It ain't gonna matter how much money you got, how many records you done sold, how many cars you got, how many material things you got, how big your house is, because at the end of it all, you can't take none of it with you. Michael Jackson couldn't take it with him. Whitney couldn't take it with her. Tupac couldn't take nothing. Biggie couldn't take nothing. All you taking is what? Your soul. And where is it going? Back to the scripture. What does it profit a man to do what? Gain the world. Lose his soul. Most of these rappers in their music, they speak in their own death. Not even thinking twice about it. Selling their souls out for a quick buck. And Satan is loving it. And you know what he's doing? He's sitting back saying, I got another one. And don't think the gospel is way different in the gospel field, because it's not. How do I know? I done been on both sides. I know. I know how they act. I know how they operate. I know how they get high also. I ain't saying all of them, but I'm telling you what the truth is. They get high, a lot of them. They get drunk. They run women. They run men. And then they get in there and start singing about God. Don't think everybody in the church building is all the way saved, like you keep saying. This is real what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm spitting facts. I don't care who get mad. Get mad at the Most High. I'm trying to help you. I know this sounds harsh, but I have to speak this way to get your attention. And if it hurts your feelings, so be it. I love you enough to hurt your feelings, because I don't want you to wind up in the lake of fire. That's how much I love you. So you can cuss me out, get mad, call me whatever you want. And at the end of the day, I'm still going to pray for you. And I just pray that you choose heaven over the lake of fire. Because if you look at what's going on, y'all, time is moving fast. People are dying left and right. Some dying knowing the Father, some dying and don't even know who the Father is. Because once you leave her, you can't get it right. Well, JT, when I'm supposed to get it right, now is the time. When you die, you can't get it right. What you gonna do? Nothing. You know how we know? Because you got to give an account of your life. I wish I can get some of my homeboys to be sober right quick and put the weed down for a minute and don't be so high so they can really hear what I'm saying. Or put the drink down right quick. Don't be so drunk so you can hear what I'm saying. Get out the bed with old girl right now. Get out the bed with old boy. Old boy, get out the bed with old boy. Old girl, get out the bed with old girl. Yeah, I said it. I love you to talk to you that way. You might be offended, but that's all right with me, because I know that I've done my job. We got messed up family members, messed up co-workers, messed up church folks, messed up preachers, messed up everybody. So I ain't just talking to the world. I'm talking to the Christians on down. That's how much JT love you, to cut you up and tell you this stuff. There are a lot of people right now, mindset is only focused on what they can see. That's the whole problem. You got to focus on what you cannot see. What you see, teach Holy Spirit, is temporary. But what you can't see is eternal. I think I need to say it again. All the stuff that you're looking at and seeing is temporary. But what you cannot see is eternal. Do you want what's temporary? Is that what you're fighting for? I hope I can get every rapper to hear this, young and old. Because all of us, clock is ticking. It just is, you don't know who's going to die next. That you don't know. But what are you doing while you living? That's what I want to tell you. So you living and dying at the same time. I don't know if DMX have passed on. I'm gonna check when I get through this video, because like I said, it's confusing what they saying. Because usually when somebody say your brain dead, you're gone. Or if you're on life support, the machine pumping through you, making you look like you breathing. You know how it go. I don't know. I'm just the update I seen this morning. But if he is gone, like some of them are saying, then all that stuff he accomplished, once again, he can't take it with him. I believe if he could talk right now, he would DMX would probably say, "You better get God, baby," just like that. Get God before you die. I know how he was hostile. That's how he talked. DMX wouldn't even sit still. You better get God. I guarantee you that's what he would say if he could wake up. He wouldn't probably say, "Get that new DMX, baby." Now he would probably tell you about getting your life right. Because there was a video he just done, it wasn't real long ago, where he was sitting up reading the Bible. And you know what he was reading? And I'm going to leave you with this. He was reading Ecclesiastes chapter 3. It's like he was reading that like knowing he was getting ready to get out of here. Because he started talking about a time and a season for everything under the heavens. And it's probably his time to get out of here. A time to laugh. Then a time to cry. Y'all know the scriptures. A time to plant. A time to pluck up what you plant. A time for war. But then a time to make peace. DMX was at war with those demons. I've been praying for years for him to come out of it. Be delivered. But what about you and I? If you don't get nothing else out this video, I know I kind of went a little different way with it, but I'm going to be obedient. That's the way it's supposed to went. But what about you and I? We still living. We still could tell others. We still could come out of it. If you are in something that's taking you out of here, that ain't got nothing to do with the Holy Spirit, how much do you love the Father? I wish I could have sat with Mo 3. I had partners I grew up with that I wish I could see them again. I wish we could have that last talk. I mean, one more talk. But they gone. So I try to reach out to the others that's still alive. I'm going to say this as I close once again. I don't go to the funeral for the one that's laying up in the casket. I go to the funeral for the ones who are still living. One in the casket I can't do nothing about. They gone. My concern is you that's sitting over there on the next pew. How is your life? Because you don't want to hear this, but real talk, there's one of us going next. Stuff you don't want to hear. And everybody is not sitting in paradise. Preachers that do that need to stop lying. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get in the pulpit and tell you that that brother made it, that sister made it, if that sister and that brother lived a wicked lifestyle. I couldn't get up and lie like that. And then I wouldn't try to pray them in there because they are out of there. They heart has stopped. Now it's judgment time. I'll leave you with that. Have a blessed day.